It has been almost 5 months since COVID-19 pandemic has engulfed the country. Be it top-notch ministers or common people, almost all the people are battling with the novel coronavirus pandemic. With all these latest news coming up, I am Mansi Mathur. Welcome you all with the top stories of the day. Home Minister Amit Shah has been admitted again to the hospital after he complained of body ache and fatigue. He has been tested negative for COVID-19 on August 14th and today as well. Earlier, he was admitted to Medanta Hospital in Gurugram and now has been admitted to AIIMS Delhi. As per the press release issued by the government, he has been admitted to the hospital for post-COVID care. He is comfortable and will continue his work from the hospital. Meanwhile, former President of India continues to stay on ventilator support. On 10th August, he had undergone a brain surgery to remove a brain clot, after which he tested positive for COVID-19. Let us have a glance at India's COVID-19 statistics. India reported more than 50,000 cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. Making the total tally of COVID cases cross the 27 lakh mark. However, as a sigh of relief, India's recovery rate has climbed up to 73.17%. To tackle the problems created by the COVID-19 pandemic, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the PM CARES Fund with the primary objective of dealing with the problems associated with the pandemic. However, the establishment of this fund sparked a row of controversies which are now laid to rest. In the latest verdict of the Supreme Court of India, it refuses to transfer funds from PM CARES Fund to Prime Minister's National Disaster Response Fund (NDRF). The court held that individuals and organizations are free to contribute to NDRF and there is no prohibition on the same. However, PM CARES is a separate fund established as a public charitable trust and no direction can be issued to transfer funds from the NDRF. Moving on to some business news coming up. The motto of Atmanirbhar Bharat or self-reliant India seems to be diluting as China Central Bank now invests in India's ICICI Bank. The Central Bank of China, popularly known as People's Bank of China, has emerged as one of the top investors of ICICI Bank's rupees 15,000 crore capital raising exercise which ended last week. The other prominent investors among them were Government of Singapore, Morgan Investment and Societe Generale. Moving on to some international news coming up. In first virtual meet after the Kalapani border row, India and Nepal decide to push forward the bilateral ties. To begin with the meeting, both Prime Minister Modi and PM of Nepal, KP Sharma Oili, held a telephonic conversation. If sources are to be believed, the conversation was positive and productive. The boundary dispute, which was not discussed. The meeting was focused on the border infrastructure project and cross-border oil pipeline. Before ending this segment, let us have a glance at some positive news of today. Indian scientists developed space bricks for lunar habitation. The research was led by a team of scientists from Premier Indian Institute of Science (IISc) and Indian Space Research Organisation (ISRO). These space bricks could eventually be used to assemble structures for habitation on the moon's surface. With that, we come to the end of this bulletin. Stay tuned for more updates and keep watching Snooper.